All right, Schlockmeister fans, back to horror. It's Mary Mary, Bloody Mary. Let's watch. This is Mary. She's arrived at this house just trying to get out of the rain. It's not her house or anything. Christina Ferrari plays her. Turns out she finds this other guy in the house who's kind of doing the same thing, getting out of the rain. So she's spooked by him and takes off running. We found out that his name is Ben.
I'm hitching to Mexico, and I got caught in a storm, so I ducked into that abandoned house, which is a hell of a lot better than sleeping outside. But what the hell are you doing in there?
My van broke down, and I just wanted to call somebody for some help.
So they both go back in the house, and they're going to spend the night there. Now, while there, we have a flashback to somebody that she recently spiked a drink to. We'll find out why very shortly. Well, this is why. He thinks he's going to get laid, and instead she pulls this sharp object out of her hair, stabs him in the neck, kills him, and then drinks him. And then the cops found the body.
I don't understand this. Where the hell did blood go to? The blood went to. Should be wall to wall. With impression, it should have done near 50.
Finally, 14 and a half minutes into the film, we get our title screen. An odd scene. These guys are attacking a shark on a beach. Mary's a painter, and she goes to the beach to paint, and while she's painting, these guys are capturing a shark. She and Ben have now taken up with each other, and they're some kind of couple.
Are they pretty? What are they?
While Ben is distracted back in the car, she attacks a fisherman. Poisons him. He was drinking coffee or something. And now she's trying to stab him and kill him. Which she is eventually able to do. And then, of course, after she stabs him and kills him, she feeds on his blood. Yes, she is a vampire, although she's a vampire who can be out in the daytime and she doesn't have fangs. Meanwhile, back in the morgue, there's a guy with a mask on who kills the morgue attendant. While that's happening, she's making love, I guess.
Not to confirm that his victim was already dead. Most of the blood was drained from this body also.
Now here we meet Greta. Greta works at, she's like some art gallery person that she met, and apparently they're going to start a little romance as well. Greta's going to undress Mary, and they're going to hop in the tub together. I can't show you her boobs here, but they're really nice. Now here they are in the bath, making out, and if you notice real quick, she's stabbing her. Cops are focusing in on Ben as a possible suspect.
Then cut the throat.
And you think that this person killed Greta?
Absolutely positive.
Remember that guy who killed the guy in the morgue? Well, now he's picking up hitchhikers. This is a Mexican woman who missed her ride coming from a party. Well, at one point he pulls out a knife, because obviously he's a bad guy too. So she jumps out. Undaunted, our mysterious masked killer comes out, chases her, finds her, kills her. What's his deal?
But what if it isn't?
But when Mary sees the paper about this other killer doing the same thing she does...
The word is the same as the other.
But what if it's somebody trying to imitate?
Because he's been feeding off of his victims too. It turns out that the masked man is Mary's dad. He's a vampire too, and he is trying to kill her. John Carradine plays the masked man. There's some sort of festival going on where people wearing these weird costumes. Our guy killer I should say, killed one of the people and took the costume. And then he killed a guy in a cemetery. Doesn't have time to feed on him though.
In particular. No, why?
Ben's being questioned.
And this. And this. And this. That's why. I didn't know anybody except Greta. Nobody else.
But clearly it's not Ben. Ben is with Mary eventually, and she has now drugged him. I guess she's tired of him, and he's going to be next. Meanwhile, a cop is chasing and getting involved in a shootout with her dad, while she's dragging Ben out into a field so she can feed on him. The cop ends up running Mary's dad off the road. You would think that would kill him, but he is a vampire after all. So when the cop goes to investigate, he finds a very much alive Mary's dad. And he pays for it with his life, and he gets eaten. It's turned out he's trying to kill Mary because he doesn't want her to turn out like him, old and ugly.
This is your future, Mary. If I permit you to live.
I will. I will.
So he chases her. Meanwhile, Ben has come too. He avoided getting eaten by her. He found the cop's gun, and he kills Mary's dad. Mary rewards Ben by, well, first she feeds on her dad, but then and that's pretty much our movie. Police buy her story, and that's it. All right, let's talk about Mary, Mary, Bloody Mary. I'd seen this one time before when I copied it back in the very late 80s or so. And actually, I didn't see it till the 90s sometime when I retaped it. And I didn't remember much about it. I kind of remember it not being all that great, or at least nothing memorable about it. And I will say, watching it in today, I did think it was much better than I previously remembered. But there are some slow moments in this film. Now, what we have here is a vampire story, but although she's not a normal vampire. She doesn't have fangs. She can come out in the daytime. She's just a woman who likes to drink blood. But apparently, she is a vampire because we meet her father later on, who's been around for apparently a long, long time. And he's old and ugly and that sort of thing. So anyway, the box mentions that she's a bisexual vampire, which I guess she is. She has a relationship with this guy named Ben, and she also has a relationship with this woman named Greta. She ends up killing Greta and drinking her blood. We see a flashback sequence where she killed some other guy and drank him. The police are perplexed because the bodies are completely devoid of blood, and they don't know what's going on. So she hangs out with this Ben guy for a while. Meanwhile, she likes him. She has a relationship with him, but she kills other guys on the side, or girls on the side too. Ultimately, she's being chased by this guy in a black outfit with a mask on and kind of like a Mexican hat. Turns out the guy is her father, played by John Carradine. Now, we find out he's a vampire too, and he's been killing people left and right also, stabbing them and drinking their blood. Again, no fangs or anything like that. They're just strange vampires. In fact, are they even vampires, or are they just bad people? I don't know. But allegedly they're vampires because he's supposed to be very old and stuff. And he's chasing his daughter down because he wants to kill her, because he says, look, this is how I look. This is madness living like this, and you're going to look ugly like me, so I'm going to basically spare you from that by killing you. She obviously doesn't want that to happen. And then Ben, who she was about to kill and drink, wakes up from his stupor that he was drugged, that she drugged him, finds this cop's gun and shoots her father and kills him. And then she starts drinking the father's blood, and Ben's freaking out, and then she stabs Ben and kills him too. Anyway, the very last scene in the movie, which I didn't show you, is leaving the police station, and there's the cops are completely buying her story that the killer was that guy in the black, and he killed Ben and whatever else. So she's free to go and live her life as a bisexual vampire woman. There you go. Anyway, that is Mary, Mary, Bloody Mary. It's put up on DVD by Code Red, the good people at Code Red. Code Red has some pretty cool DVDs. Print looks pretty darn good if you ask me. A few spots here and there, but nothing special. There's an on-camera interview with the producer, a guy by the name of Henry Bollinger. Now, Christine Ferrara, who played Mary in this movie, she did not have a huge acting career, but she went on to do a lot of other things like news reports and things. She's kind of like a TV personality. And she probably kind of looks back on this with a little dismay because she has nudity in this movie, and she looks good naked, I can tell you that. So, but anyway, that is it. So that is Mary, Mary, Bloody Mary. Interesting little relic from the 70s, but a cool film. I do recommend this. So I'll leave a link to Amazon down below if you're looking to get this, and I recommend picking it up because it's in bloody colors, what it says. See that? So anyway, check it out. Mary, Mary, Bloody Mary. Let me know what you think about it. Leave some comments. Watch it.